Ah, yes. The woke weirdos are in damage control over Ultimate Spider Man. These shills who are just trying to get Marvel and DC access are mad that I just pointed out the obvious. They bait and switched you with Ultimate Spider Man, with Jonathan Hickman was giving you something you wanted at the beginning, sprinkling it in, and then just throwing the woke down the line in the Ultimate universe, which is what they're developing right now. Now, the woke is not limited to just this picture, which is what they're trying to basically gaslight you into thinking. But it is across the line, and it's getting worse, and it's creeping through. And guess what? You're supposed to just take it. You're supposed to just like it. You're supposed to just consume it. Or else they're going to call you the worst people in comics fandom. I guess I should get a prize for that. That's pretty cool. If these people hate me, I know I'm doing something right in comics, my friends. And thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I hope you're also the worst people in fandom, according to these weirdos. Means you're a normal person. It's okay. Thank you again for being here. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I'm a #1 best-selling comic creator and the most trusted name in comics news. That's why they're so threatened at this juncture. I am making waves with my comic book content. I'm probably one of the most important influencers out there. And the people who are behind the scenes at Marvel and DC who are directing these people to try to throw attacks at me are doing so because they feel threatened at this point, and they can't stop the signal. We're growing at tremendous rates, and I appreciate you being there. Do hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. But this is my new book, The Hidden Emperor. We're almost at $25,000. If you want an awesome alternative, if you want some good storytelling again, something that Marvel and DC won't provide you, a full story that really has that beginning, middle, and end climax, in one volume. Imagine that. We've got that for you. We are bringing comics back. My writing style is evocative of the 70s and 80s, and same with our art style. We are really trying to bring things back all the way around because I miss that stage of comics. I really do. And I think that sort of era, you really had a lot better depth, a lot better characters, a lot better stories. And we want to, of course, regress even harder than what they want us to today. So please check this out. And thank you, everybody who's supported so far. It's been absolutely amazing. It's been a wonderful, wonderful campaign, our best so far. And we've got some great science fiction ahead for you. So I, of course, talked about this in a video yesterday, and I wrote an article about it for my Fandom Pulse Substack. In the ultimate bait and switch, Marvel race swaps Black Cat and Jonathan Hickman's X-Men and Ultimate Spider-Man. Now, the Ultimate Universe, like I said, has been just completely paused outside of Ultimate Spider-Man this entire time. They launched the second title with Ultimate Black Panther, which obviously the choice of that was to try to capitalize off of Ultimate Spider-Man's success and get some coattails out there for a black superhero. And they knew that Black Panther just is never a good seller, so they hoped that they could get it going, and it worked for the first few issues. Now, that push to try to make Black Panther one of the most relevant Marvel Comics characters has been going on for a long, long time, of course, but it just never really works. And so third, they did something weird with X-Men and gave it to Peach Momoko to make this high school girl self-insert thing that has nothing to do with X-Men whatsoever. It's really weird. It has girls sitting around schoolyards talking about their periods. It's not a superhero comic. This was a terrible choice by Marvel. So they sank their line pretty quickly by making a character nobody really cared about, and then, of course, bastardizing the superhero deal to try to make it a little girl book. And then they came out with the Ultimates. Now, the Ultimates was supposed to be a shot in the arm for the brand to come back out. And that's what Mark Millar did with the Ultimates back in the day, which then his version of the Ultimates really was the inspiration behind the Avengers movie. And if you look at it, this one looked to do the same. It opened up. The first issue was all right with an intriguing mystery. What happened to the superheroes? Can we reform these Ultimates / Avengers and get the world right? And then the second issue, they did a bait and switch with you again and made America Chavez the most important character in the whole thing. America Chavez is the weird, woke replacement character that they were trying to push in Marvel from 2016 again. So you can see their pushes already. They got the big pushes of this whole line is Black Panther, America Chavez, and then weird little girl book that has nothing to do with X-Men. And then they do this. So it's a trend. It's a pattern at this point. We're not looking at one image, and that's where people are trying to strawman the fact that this is something happening across the line, and it's just something that's being done again and again and again. And so when you ignore that, you can just look at it right here. like this. And this guy goes, worst people in comics fandom. Marvel is too woke for hot women in comics anymore. Marvel introduces hot new Black Cat. Worst people, woke nightmare. And then showing my video thumbnail. And so I guess, I mean, if you want to call this hot, that's up to you. I don't really care. But at the same time, they replaced Felicia Hardy with a black woman. I mean, this is what they literally did. It's another race swap. It happens every single time. They're obsessed with doing it. They just did it last year, too. They made a Black Cat in the, like, Spider-Verse sort of deal, which they were trying to push, and they called it La Negra Gata. And it was like again, just like a black Hispanic woman, much like Miles Morales, and that's what they're trying to push across the whole line. It's not, this stuff doesn't happen in a vacuum, and that's where these people go insane. It's not like there's one of these or anything like that. It's always. So of course they call me a racist, which I'm legally not racist, by the way. I just notice what Marvel's doing. It's very intentional. If anybody's racist in this situation, it's Marvel, and it's against white people, and that's what's happening here. So I love this. Nobody tell him Ultimate Hawkeye is a Native American and Ultimate She-Hulk is a Polynesian. Yeah, here's the deal. I told you it's a pattern across the Ultimate line. They're doing this intentionally. They are erasing white people from Marvel. They're building a new universe to try to do it because they're hoping that this can usurp the regular universe eventually and that they can bring in these modern audiences who are actually into this DEI thing, which is nobody because like none of this stuff sells outside of this one Ultimate Spider-Man book. And that's why they've layered it in here now. They waited till issue 11 to do it because they wanted to get you comfortable. They wanted you in the habit of buying it so that you are already invested in the storyline. And this is the insidiousness of it. Like they used to just throw it in right away. They used to just have an Ironheart #1, and then nobody'd buy it, and they'd call you racist for not buying it. Now, you're already stuck with this. You've already invested in Peter Parker being married. You've invested in him having kids. We gave you what you wanted. Now have a little woke dashed in. It's really insidious. It's really, really subversive. And it's also something that's just like cynical because this way they've done this is a tacit admission that they can't sell it on its own, so they're going to try to shove it in any way they possibly can. And these people are really funny. She's even doing the Psylocke pose on the cover. What more do they want? So if somebody's twisting their body awkwardly or whatever, we're supposed to just eat it up. I don't know. That's never been my kind of thing. Like I said, I bring things back to like the 60s and 70s and 80s where this stuff wasn't really a thing. Woke nightmare. This is my favorite comment. Literally everyone in Reddit and Instagram were drooling and praising. Well, there you have it, friends. Do you want to be with Reddit or do you want to be with sanity? This is pretty funny that they used Reddit as a authority, as if it's an appeal to authority fallacy. It's called for logical thinking. And Reddit's a terrible authority to try to appeal to. Really funny. That just tells me I'm right over the mark right here. Nobody tell him about Asian Janet Van Dyne or Black Nick Fury from 20 years ago. Yeah, that was the beginning of this whole thing. Bendis, in replacing characters like this, when he got in charge of all this stuff to try to do this kind of thing, was intentionally trying to push the Marvel Universe in this direction. It's been going on for a very long time. That is very, very true. I don't get how people are addicted to hating everything. I love things like old Spider-Man before they did all this stuff. Race swap, that's not Felicia Hardy at all. Somebody actually said the truth on this. Anyone complaining about the best take on Spider-Man in years deserves zero attention. There it is. This is supposed to be the best take on Spider-Man in years, and it's okay. It's okay to sprinkle a little woke into it. A little poop is okay, right? Is this even confirmed? A race swap, not just a white woman with dark hair? So this is supposed to be a white woman with dark hair now? Her skin's not white. I mean, come on. Very crazy stuff. But this is going very viral on Twitter to try to attack me right now. So hello, welcome to the channel. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate comments on this. The way the comic isn't even out. Well, yeah, it's already woke. Erica Badu gonna burn in hell for making the word woke popular. The insecurities reek here. No, I don't have insecurities. I'm fine. Here's a one. What happened to simply appreciating beautiful comic book gals? And there's me, of course, helping the algorithm along because I hope some people find my channel over this because, gosh, they can get all mad all they want. They can try to lambaste things and pretend that Marvel's not doing this, but Marvel hates white people. They really do, especially white males, and they do want you dead. and they want you replaced in every single element. Don't forget it. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to check out my Hidden Emperor graphic novel. This is a great alternative to Marvel and DC. Thank you so much for the support. We'll be back soon.